Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TechGig webinar series, our endeavor to empower techies. We believe that sharing of knowledge is the key to enhance our skills and grow us as professionals. With this principle in mind, we have initiated a series of webinars conducted by industry experts to give you all a crisp insight of various domains. The topic of today's session is how Agile turns fragile. Our guest speaker today is Mr. Hiren Doshi, Managing Director at Practice Agile Solutions Private Limited. Mr. Hiren Doshi is the leading Agile coach and trainer within India's Agile community with over 18 years of software development experience. As an Agile coach, trainer and consultant, he has guided enterprise environments from US, UK, Malaysia, Singapore, Saudi Arabia and India. He has led the adoption of Agile practices for large distributed teams at Tesco.com and EMC Corporation. A highly sought-after speaker at Agile events, Hiren also holds several credentials, including an MS in Computer Science from University of Massachusetts, USA. He is a certified PMI ACP Agile certified practitioner, a Scrum professional, Six Sigma Green Belt holder, and a project management professional. He has been a guest speaker for various corporations like Cognizant, Thomson Reuters, Mahindra Satyam, Mastek, UPES, and PMI chapters across India. So without further delay, I introduce you all to our guest speaker, Mr. Hiren Doshi. Over to you, Mr. Doshi.
Thanks, Mohini. Can you hear me?
Hear you very well,
Mohini,
Mr.
can you
Doshi.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay, very good. Okay. Thanks, Mohini, for the wonderful introduction, and welcome everyone for this webinar on how Agile turns fragile. I think I'm going to skip over the introduction as Mohini has done a wonderful job. However, I just do want to just say one more thing, that I have been in this industry for 18 years, out of which for the past 7 years I have been practicing Agile. And when I say practicing Agile, I mean working with teams at the ground level and helping them move to the next level. So that's what I have been doing. I have myself been a developer, tester. I moved into project management, program management, and then as an Agile coach. So most likely I'll be able to relate to most of the participants we have today. So for the next 10 to 12 minutes, what I want to do is I want to get everyone on the same page on what it means to be Agile. So with that in mind, I want you all to look at this diagram. There are two castles. One is a knitted castle that's on the left, and then we have Lego castle that's on right. So this is something that was shared at Agile 2012, and I think it does a pretty good job on explaining what traditional means. So if you can look on the left hand side about the knitted castle, you can think of all the requirements that you gather. You do the designing, then you go to do the testing, coding testing, then you go ahead and do the deployment, and then it goes in the maintenance mode. So depending on which stage you get a change in requirement, let's say your coding has been completed, you're in the testing phase and a requirement changes. So for example, in this, let's say requirement changes that, okay, I don't want this tower that we are seeing, I want to change the tower. It becomes kind of practically impossible, or it will take a lot of rework, and it would be like more of a patchwork when it comes to the traditional. And when you look at the right, you see the Lego blocks. It's a building block, one block over other block. So in this case, if you are asked that, you know what, I do want to change this tower, I think it becomes a bit easier. You know, it will take some rework, it might take some refactoring, but it will be done. So just keep this in mind, you know, to understand what traditional and Agile means. With this, what I want to do is I want to get into what is Agile project management. So for example, even